Reflection on yesterday's 3-2 win against Warrington Town. A game of two halves, really. I don't think people appreciated how windy it was, and only when you're on the pitch do you realise that. Even from the touchline, we didn't really get it until we were on the pitch after with everybody. 1-0 down after 65 seconds didn't bode well for what was a poor first half from our point of view, really. We played in the wrong areas with the wind at us. We went back to Alex far too often and put him under pressure. And we didn't really get any control for the whole half, if I'm being totally honest, with very limited chances from set pieces coming. Warrington, again, they had chances. The wayward finishing, blocks, goalkeeper. But then we went 2-0 down on 39 minutes, and you think this is one hell of a mountain now to climb, especially the way we were in the first half. So when the halftime whistle went out, I was delighted to get in at 2-0, because after they'd gone 2 up, they hit the bar as well, which would have been maybe a step too far. So for us, halftime came at a very good time. We let them have a bit longer than they normally have. And then it was just reminders about how we play the conditions, where we play in them conditions, and how to lock people in and keep them where we want them. And full credit goes to them as a group for the second half, because the turnaround from them coming back out for the start of the second half and the end of the game and the emotions of everything were unbelievable. And we'd had a couple of chances before we actually got the first goal. So we were on the front foot, we were pushing, and then a hopeful ball through that Jake, in fairness to him, probably he's the third favourite of 3 people. Anyway, if he doesn't chase it, they clear the danger either through goalkeeper or defender, but he puts a bit of pressure on, creates a little bit of anxiety with the defender and the goalkeeper, and the ball breaks free towards their goal, and Jake walks it into an empty net. So a fantastic moment, and the scenes behind the goal, and that gave us that hope that, you know, as I say, we were better anyway, but that gives us the hope that all was not lost. And then we had a couple of chances after that, and then the 70th minute we have a free kick that's given just on the halfway line, and a bit similar to our goal against Hensford in our last win. Alex comes up and plays a short ball to Brad, who gains a few more yards, puts a good ball in, and then there's a fantastic header back across the box from Jordan Little. And Josh Palmer, who would come on, heads in the frame of the goal. And really, really delighted for him, because it's been a year of learning for him with not much game time, but for him to have that impact yesterday that he did, delighted for him. And at that point, the momentum is right with us. We then are on top, we stay on top, and Steedo has an opportunity really, really similar to the first goal that Warrington score. He's in off the left, he's in the box, but he skews his effort and the danger's cleared. But on the 80th minute then, we get that all-important third goal, and it's young Tom again, a ball over the top, and he outruns the defender. Goalkeeper's coming out, and he plays it through / under him, and it bounces into an empty net again. And the scenes at that point, you know, there's one. The first thing I seen was our injured Dav Symington coming out the group behind the goal, running and diving to celebrate with all the subs and stuff like that. But the fans then spill on it, and it's a fantastic scene, and the change in attitude in the second half was key to it all. And everybody to a man went and celebrated that. The bench was the best it's been, celebrating a goal. And then at that point, you're just hoping that you can hang on, that you don't undo what's gone beforehand. And in fairness to them, the 10 minutes that were left and the 5 minutes injury time, I think we had one occasion where we were flustered in our own box, and it could have ended up with something. It didn't, but we played the game in the right areas. We cleared our lines when we needed to. The long throws from Jack Dickinson, that when he replaced swings, they were key to getting us up the pitch as well with a wind behind. And you're looking at your clock, and then the ref's whistle, and the relief that you've got your part done, and then the scenes again with the fans behind the goal coming onto the pitch. But then you're still unsure that, or I was unsure, I don't know if others were, that Morpeth, I didn't know what was going on. There was no confirmation. And then on the pitch, we got the confirmation, and the scenes, fantastic. And all credit goes to that group of players for doing what they've done from the minute we came through the door. Yes, there's been dark times, but there's been so many positive moments throughout the dark times as well, that we kept reminding them that something's going to change. And it did. It changed in February and March, and that was the catalyst for us being able to survive from a position where everybody thought we were gone. So, as I say, credit to the whole group. The fans, amazing, turning out in your numbers away from home yesterday, but also at home. And big thank you to the staff, Bones, Billy and Caitlin, because it's not been easy at times, but we've all enjoyed each other's company, and we've all had laughs, and we've tried to make it light-hearted for the players. And we're over the line, and now next week we can really enjoy what is going to be a fantastic occasion. And the last set of people to thank is the board for everything they've done and are still doing, because next week's not just turn up and it's going to be okay. The planning that's going into it is incredible. So a fantastic day for the football club, relief, and as I say, we can now move on and enjoy the last ever game at Borough Park with absolutely no pressure on us. And let's hope the sun's shining. Cheers. Bye.